on Informants. This is Mariah, and today I wanted to do a special episode with you guys. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I think some of you, if you're more naturally minded, you might enjoy it. But today we're going to do a get ready with me. It's a little more laid back. You're in my bathroom. The lighting, I don't know, it's not super great, but you know, we're just making it work. And I am barefaced, so here we go. We're going to start right from the beginning. I think I want to start with my skincare, so I'm just going to go through some of the products that I enjoy. By the way, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, give us a follow. We're also on Facebook, so you know, if you guys want to follow us there, that'd be great. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So what I usually like to start with is, you know, if I have makeup on, I'm going to start with the Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. I have my notes here, so I'm just going to look down at those and kind of read you some of the key points I wanted to share with you. But yeah, so the cleansing balm is great. It has sea buckthorn oil, camellia oil, and shea butter. And essentially it kind of melts your makeup off. And I didn't used to be like a double cleanse kind of girl, but I've learned that over time, if you really want your skin and your pores to be cleared out, you kind of need a double cleanse. So definitely check out this balm. I used to use the Clinique Take the Day Off cleansing balm, which was amazing. I think it was like $58 though, so it was kind of expensive. I mean, this works just as good. You get a lot. I mean, you can kind of see how big this jar is, and when you open it, see if I can show you here, it comes with like a little spatula, and you just scoop it right out. I think it had, I'm pretty sure, let me check its EWG score on here. It's a 2, so it's a level 2, so you know, not a lot of bad ingredients, nothing bad in there, and it's $14 and it lasts forever. So definitely check that out if you're looking for a good balm that's affordable and a good value for the price. Then I am going to put this on. This is my daily cleanser. I recently switched to this. Right now I've been doing a higher protein, low carb diet for the last couple weeks, and I had a little cheat weekend.
3 words for you: treat yourself.
So my face is breaking out. I've always had acne. I have PCOS. I don't know if that's a part of it, but you know, I do get acne and I have a lot of redness, so I need something that is exfoliating for my pores on my nose. And then I also need something that brightens and like evens my skin tone, and this has been really, really good. So this is the Derma E Vitamin C Daily Cleansing Paste. It's got golden turmeric and ancient rice. What's cool about this is you can actually use it as a daily cleanser, or you can use it as a mask. So on days where I really want like a deeper clean, I'll use it as a mask and I'll just rub it in. And then on days where I just need a daily cleanse, I'll wet my face first and then I rub it in. So let me see some of the other information about that real quick. It's got a 2 EWG Skin Deep score, which by the way, if you don't know what that is, EWG is the Environmental Working Group, and they go through like every skin product, makeup product, food, and they grade it on a scale from, I think it's 1 to 10 on the toxicity level, and it tells you like, oh, this product is dangerous and it can cause cancer. This has an endocrine disruptor. So you want it to be low. So like ideally it would be a 1, but obviously there's going to be some, you know, some ingredients aren't perfect. So this one's a 2. It's $16.95. I think I got this at Meijer, so it's really easy to find. It's really not hard to find at all. It is a little more than I like to pay. But I was using like Cetaphil for a long time, and it just isn't, like, I got a facial recently and the lady said, yeah, your skin is dry, it needs to be exfoliated. So I said, okay. So I bought this and it's really good. But yeah, so let's go ahead. I'm going to put this on, and I'm kind of going to use it as a mask a little bit and just kind of let it sit while I talk to you. Sorry, I'm looking at the mirror behind you, so don't mind me. And you don't need a lot, just a little bit. Like about a pea-sized amount. And the cool thing is I think they use for the little beads, I think they use like little rice granules, and they break down while you apply. So it feels really nice. It's not too, you know, gritty or harmful, and it kind of just blends in. And I'm gonna let it sit for a second. And let's talk about the next product I'm gonna use after I rinse this off. So this is Good Molecules is slept on. Nobody talks about them, but I really love their stuff. So this is the Niacinamide Brightening Toner, and it's a pretty good size. I mean, it's a pretty big bottle. You can use it night or day. I use it usually twice a day. I'm not a big believer in toner, but when it contains something that I know is good, like niacinamide, I'm usually a little bit more interested in kind of incorporating it. I'm not a serum girl, so yeah, I really enjoy this. It has arbutin, licorice root extract, which I know is good for brightening skin. And it does help shrink the look of my pores, in my opinion. And let me check how much it is. It is $14. It's a really good price. I mean, Good Molecules, they're really good. If you know, like, the Ordinary brand, they're almost like a cleaner version of the Ordinary. It's got a 2 EWG score. I really like it. I've been using it for a while. I've actually been using it for, a few months, and I really have, you probably can't see, but I have quite a bit left, like right up to that line. So let me go rinse off this cleaner. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back, and I just went and got a little cotton round. Ideally you use like an organic cotton round if you can find some, and you just apply it and just sweep it on. If you've ever used a toner, it's a pretty standard. It doesn't burn, which I like, because I've used like micellar water and toners before that burn. This does not do that, which is very nice. And it feels very gentle. Okay. Good. Okay, so that's done. And actually, one thing I want to say too about this one is it seems like it picks up, like if somehow you have anything left over from your double cleanse, from your Queen Balm and your cleanser, it picks up anything left. So that's really good. You can see my face is really red. It's not irritation, it's just my skin. It's very sensitive, so yeah, it happens no matter what I use on my face. Okay, so lastly, in my skincare for the most part, is I use the Derma E Vitamin C Renewing Moisturizer. I really like this a lot. I have very dry skin, big pores. My skin just is very irritated easily. And I really like feeling like plump. I like it when I feel like very moisturized. And this definitely does that for me. So it's got probiotics and rooibos, whatever those are. Maybe Jake can put it on the screen, our editor, for us. And it supports collagen health, and it is a little higher on the EWG score. I think that's because it has fragrance in it, and I don't usually like having fragrance and things, but it doesn't seem to bother my skin, so that's okay. And it's $14. It is a little small. I like to get like big old jugs of moisturizer so I don't have to go so easy on them, but really you only need about a nickel. And I like to really rub it in, and I get my lips too. I feel like that's something people always forget, their like neck and their lips, and you should always get those when you're moisturizing. I get my nose really good, and it sinks in really well, and it just kind of glides on, and it's got like a very nice like matte finish to it, which is kind of nice. Okay, alright, so moisturizer is done, and then finally, this is my forever product. I could never live without this. I have to take it everywhere with me. You might have heard of it. It's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and I just get the berry flavor, and I think it's actually supposed to be like a lip sleeping mask, like you're supposed to sleep with it, but my lips are so dry. Like, I think I might have the driest lips out of anyone I've ever met, and I kind of have like a running joke in the fall. I get what's called butthole lips. They're just, I know it sounds bad, but they're dry. They don't look good. This is the only thing I can use. It's like the best I've ever found. I use it all day, every day, and my lips always feel good if I use them. They don't get dry like that. They have vitamin C, coconut, shea, a berry fruit complex. Yeah, I have to have this. I also can't use beeswax. It like puffs up my lips and I have allergic reactions to it. So yeah, if you have never tried it, I highly recommend, especially if you have dry lips and you get irritated easily. It's $24. You get a pretty good size. I mean, you know, that's pretty decent. Good size jar. And it lasts me forever. I go through it pretty quickly, but for the most part, it lasts forever. So yeah, so skin's done. I feel good. It's a good base. It's like a little bit tacky, which is what I like when I, apply my foundation and everything. So let me get that situated here. Our next product. So this is one I'm really happy I found because I had a tried and true product called the Pure Lease Foundation. I used to get it on Amazon, and it was a major endocrine disruptor. And I don't know if there's any correlation, but when we were trying to conceive about 2.5 years ago, when we first got married and everything, that was what I used, was the Pure Lease Foundation religiously. Like I used it I used it all day, every day as my go-to foundation. I loved how it looked. It looked amazing. But I think it was like a 7 on the EWG score. Terrible. It had zinc oxide SPF, I think, in it. It was very toxic. So I don't recommend it. Then I tried a lot of different foundations after that, and none of them worked well. So this one is a great replacement for that. It's the Kosas Skin Improving Foundation. It does have SPF, which I don't love, but I'm willing to compromise. And it has a 3 on EWG due to the lectin. It's got caffeine, niacinamide, squalene peptides. It's $42, and I just love it. So let me go ahead. I always put it on the back of my hand. One pump, usually. And I like to do it like, I'm looking at my mirror now, so don't mind me. I like to put it in my reddish spots. There's a lot of redness, like on my chin. And I have scarring on my cheeks, so I like to put it there. A little bit down here. And then my super old blending sponge, and then we just blend it. It's a little light of a color. I'm pretty fair, and I think this is a light 01, very light neutral, 110. And it's okay because I like to use bronzer, so I don't mind it being a little bit lighter. But yeah, and the other thing is too is I'm a mom of a 9-month-old, so right now she's taking a nap, and so this is like the only time I'm really gonna have today probably to get ready. I don't do makeup every day. Most days I don't, and when I do, everybody's like, "Wow, you look so different." It's like, yeah, I actually tried today. But, yeah, this foundation is really good. It just makes everything more even. You can kind of see, like, as I'm putting it on, you can kind of see the redness disappear, hopefully. But, yeah, the makeup look I do, this is like my everyday. I actually watch a lot of makeup YouTube, like when I'm bored and the baby's napping and I'm just cleaning. I'm usually watching home renovations or health podcasts or reading books on Spotify, like audiobooks or the Bible, or I'm watching makeup YouTube, and I really enjoy it. I've always really liked doing my makeup. I don't know, there's just something kind of relaxing about it. It's like my me time when I can fit it in. I feel like this is kind of a little tangent while I'm trying to really get this buffed in here, but I feel like Makeup is kind of a way to feel more like prepared for your day, which is something I really want to try to do more often, because it's really easy as a stay-at-home mom. Like, I'm cleaning all day and taking care of a baby and running around and, you know, taking the trash out or doing kind of yucky jobs. I use I don't know if this is non-toxic, by the way, bronzer. It's like very cheap. I just picked it up because I ran out of my other one. So I'm not even going to share what this is. It's like Essence or something. Whatever. It's not non-toxic, I don't think, but I need bronzer, so hopefully I can find a... I've also never used it before, so this might look crazy. But anyways, yeah, makeup seems like it's just a really good way to kind of feel more ready for your day. If someone came to the door, like wanted to hang out, like I don't have to feel embarrassed because I look crazy. Like I want to feel ready for my day. So I'm going to try to do this more often, and maybe I'll film it more and hopefully get some better lighting and sound. But, oh, this is actually a nice bronzer. I'll look up the information, and if it ends up not being super toxic, I'll put it in the description. But looks good. I like it. But yeah, so this foundation is a little bit pricier. It's $42. But what I really like about it is that it lasts all day, but it doesn't just last all day, like it doesn't budge. If you get oily throughout the day, it kind of like melts with your skin. Like it melts in, and it kind of glides into the places where you need more moisture. So it almost like moisturizes your skin throughout the day, which is really nice, and I really like that about it. But yeah, the price is a little bit higher than I'd like to pay, but it's worth it to me. I'm willing to splurge in that, because I also think because it's the makeup that you put on like the biggest, I mean, you put it on your whole face, you know, and it's kind of caked on all day. I like to make sure it's not an endocrine disruptor for sure, because I've had that in the past, and I just feel like it, you know, it might have caused some issues for my body and health at the time. So I think, I can't see, I'm not super close to my mirror, but I think we're buffed in pretty good. Never matches my neck, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to blush. And I don't have a lot of information on this. I don't know if they still make this. It does look like it's organic, but it's also very old. So I'm not really sure if I recommend it or not, but it's the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Dewy Blush Elixir. Really like this. It's almost gone, so I have to like take the thing off, but I'm gonna have to look up and see if they still make it, because I just take a couple of dabs like that and I blend them in on like that. I used to do like the blush draping where you bring it up this way, but now I kind of keep it more centralized, and it is like the glowiest blush I've ever used, and it just looks so like juicy and plump, and I really like it a lot. So buff that in. Yeah, I'm a moisture, like I like my skin to look kind of glossy and like youthful. I really don't like matte too much. I'm not like a big fan of matte makeup in general, so I like that glow. Let me blend more here. Yeah. And right here it looks darker, but it's because I have like both part of the baby hairs, so don't mind that. Okay, so we got that. That's kind of mostly the base, all the cream and, you know, wetter products. So now, let me get my brushes here. I'm just gonna use, I think I had to pick this up. It's like a Wet n Wild blush. It's what I had. And I like to just set that blush just a little bit because it's so wet and so like moisturizing. I like to set it just a little bit. And I feel like it brings back a lot more color to my face. Okay. And a really cool trick I found is using arrowroot powder. So this is not air spun. but I actually took some arrowroot powder. You can find it on Amazon. It's organic. You can find like a big old bag of it, which we use for all kinds. I can use it as dry shampoo. I use it as setting powder. And I put it in this little air spun container because it was just perfect for it. But what I do is I take like a smaller brush, kind of a fanned out brush, bigger one, and I tap a little bit off. And I wear sunglasses, and I always get those little divots here. So what I do is I go under my eyes because I get creasing really bad there, and kind of buff it out really good. And then I work it onto the side of my nose. And if I work it in really, really good, I don't get those creases, which I really like, because I don't like when I spend all this time doing my makeup and then you get a little crease there. So do it on this side. Yeah, and arrowroot powder. I mean, I've used all the different kinds. I've used the what is it? Laura something. I don't remember what it's called. It was like a really nice high-end one. I've used that before. I've used, obviously, Coty Airspun, which is very toxic. I do not recommend using it. I recommend dumping it out and just keeping the container. But yeah, I've used several, and this arrowroot powder works just as good. If you want to like tint it a little bit, you can put a little bit of cocoa powder in there, or charcoal even, which I actually do when I have a little bit of oiliness there, but which I actually do when I make my dry shampoo, as I mix a little activated charcoal and cocoa powder, just so it's not so stark and white, and that has really helped with my dry shampoo. So okay, so now that is good. Now let me get my little palette here. And I sometimes, if I'm feeling like real glam, I'll like go real hard with the palette, but I'm just gonna do a real basic look today. So this is the Well People Power Palette. I'll put how much it is up here, but it's the taupe one. And as you can see, I have used this down to the pan. So yeah, this is a great palette. I like to use kind of that lighter first shade right there, and just brighten up like the inner portion of my eye and my eyelid. But I have very almond shaped eyes, so I don't have a lot of like crease or real estate on my eyes, so I kind of keep it really simple. Okay, and then I use that middle shade, and I like it because it's almost like a perfect contour shade, and I just like to make it look like the corners of my eye are a little bit deeper, darker, and try to really blend that out good. I like the little mirror on here too, that's very helpful. This palette is super dirty. I've had it for a while, and I'm thinking I might get another one, because I'm completely out of the shimmer shade. So after I kind of lay a base down, I'll use a big kind of fluffy blending brush, and I'll do some windshield wiper motions just to blend it out. And I like to blend it up and out like that, so that it kind of makes that part go back in space a little bit more. Circle motions. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. And since I'm out of that really, really nice color that was in that palette, I have been using some of the shimmers from just a CoverGirl Clean color palette. I think it's a little bit of greenwashing. It's not the cleanest palette, and I can I'll put in the comments what the EWG score is for that. But I really like I'm you know, I graduated in, I think it was like 2016, so your girl kind of used to do that inner corner sparkle, and I just can't stop doing it now. So a little bit of brow sparkle, a little bit of inner corner sparkle, and I feel complete. I don't feel complete if I don't do it. So, alright, so that's looking pretty good. Let's see. I think I'll do my whole look that I like to do here. So then I use, this is not non-toxic. This is where I would love for anyone else who's, you know, into clean beauty to help me out. I cannot find a good liquid liner for the life of me that is non-toxic, okay? I have to, and this one just happens to be super cheap and works amazing. It's the best liner I've ever used. It's the Essence Super Precise Liner. It's the best one. If anyone knows of a better one or a less toxic one, please let me know, because I need one, but I am not willing to compromise because this one just works so good. And I'll get a little bit closer. You can see the application I do. I've gotten really a little bit, well, I was going to say I've gotten better at it, but maybe not. Okay. Just like a little wing. Little wing. And I always start with the heart. I like to start with like my hardest eye first, if that makes sense. Like if you do makeup, you know what I'm talking about. The eye that gives you the most trouble. Oof. Okay. Alright. Because that usually mitigates like mistakes, even though I just made one because I'm talking. It's alright, I can even it out. There we go. It's a little better. Even-ish. Okay. Yeah, I know wings are not super popular anymore, but I just love them, and it makes me feel like my eyes look more like elongated and bigger, so I will never stop doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. Let me fix my hair. Next is my eyebrows. I love doing darker eyebrows. It's what I enjoy. And again, I think I might need you all to help me find a better brand, because I'm currently using Absolute New York Super Slim Eye Pencil and the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow, and I use both because I have a system. So if anyone knows of a cleaner brand that has a perfect taupe color and a little bit of a darker taupe color, please let me know, because I really love the colors of these and I love the sizing for what I use it for, but they both are not the cleanest brand. So what I like to do is just because of the way my eyebrows are shaped, I like to fill in with the lighter taupe in the bottom portion just to kind of define the underneath of my eyebrow in the front, since it's a little more sparse there. And then I take my darker color and my slimmer pencil and I use it for the tail, and I make that part way more defined because I just feel like it looks a little more neat. But let me focus for a second here. Okay. And then I brush it out pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, see, I just feel like it gives it a lot more structure and it just looks a little more polished, but not too, I don't think it looks too overdone. In person it doesn't, on camera, you know, my lighting's not great in here right now, so it might look a little crazy, but it's alright. It looks good in person, I think. Fill out underneath. Okay. And then the tail. I need to find a good brow gel too. I'd like to make my own, but I'm not really sure what the best ingredient for that would be. So again, any suggestions are welcome. Overfilled this one so it's a little archy, but it's okay. Alright, so let me brush it out and see how it looks. Okay. There. See, I like a nice brow. A lot of people, like my mom, she just got her brows laminated recently and they look super good. They look like really full and fluffy, and I know that's kind of like the thing right now, is like the fluffier, full, like natural brow. And I'm sure, you know, if I grow my eyebrows out a little bit more, it might look good, but I just love a structured brow. I just feel like it looks more polished and finished, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Okay, so now, let's see, I think I'm gonna do my mascara real quick. The one I would recommend that I actually am going to order today is the Adele mascara. It's the best. It's a very dry mascara, which I actually really like. The wet ones I've noticed make my lashes kind of fall down a little bit. I've used a lot of natural mascaras. Like I've used Honest Beauty, Brow Casa, I think is what it's called. I've used a lot. I've used several different brands. None of them were very good for me. I really didn't enjoy them for mascara at all. And actually some of them really irritated my eyes. So the only one I would recommend is the Adele Natural Cosmetics mascara. It's not a lot of product, which is kind of a bummer for the price. You don't get a lot and it doesn't last super long. So I think I only had it for probably 3 months, and then it was completely gone and dried out, and it's a very small tube. I wish I had it with me. Maybe I'll do a separate like dedicated review for that, but it's the best one, and I actually prefer it over like even toxic brands. I wish they had a brown, because I really am digging like the brown mascara right now. I just feel like it looks a little less stark. And I actually would love to find like a super precise liner with a brush tip in brown too, but they don't have that. So, but yeah, so Adele Natural Cosmetics, but I'm settling for this Maybelline. What is this? Sky High something or other. It's alright. It's pretty good. It's a little wet. I don't like wet formulas. I just had to pick it up. Some of the stuff, like, I'm at the store, I'm out, I just gotta get what I can get in the moment, you know. That's what a lot of these products have been so far, so I apologize, but, you know, sometimes when you're grocery shopping with a baby and you ran out of blush, you just kinda grab what you can get. But, yeah, this one's pretty good, color-wise. The lashes are very straight and very blonde, so I don't really get a lot of payoff with any mascara. So yeah, I think I messed up somewhere. Let me fix this little area right here. I think you can see, you take a little tooth or a little what are these, cotton swab, and you swab, it can take off any mascara that maybe picks up. Okay, so for our last product, actually, it is going to be lipstick, and I'm really excited about this one. I found a YouTuber named Amanda Ensing. She's from Tennessee. She's amazing. She's super cool. She got canceled by the makeup industry when she started speaking out politically about her views, and she's a Christian. She's a newer mom. She has a baby. She's amazing. I love her channel. She is fantastic. And she came out with a lipstick brand called Elevate Beauty. And I got her matte lip edit. I don't even think they're called that anymore. It's a little bit older. As soon as she came out with the brand, I bought it immediately because I love her and what she does and her work. This is the color Faith Over Fear, which I love the name. And when I got the little box, it had like a little scripture on it, and so all of that's great. But the thing is I don't just like to buy these like Christian conservative brands just because they're Christian conservative. They have to actually work. I'm not getting paid, by the way, by any of these brands, so I'm just telling you what I like and what I've tried, and I've tried a lot. This is the only liquid lipstick I'll ever have used. I've used many. I used to buy, what was it called? The name escapes me. It was very popular in 2017. Like those liquid matte lipsticks. Terrible. Garbage. Hate them. This is amazing. It lasts all day. It's got a little doe foot applicator. It's almost like a brownie shade, like a slightly brown shade, but I love it. It looks so good. It lasts all day. It doesn't have the best like stay power. Like if I let this dry down and then I kiss my hand, it'll come off a little bit. But I don't really mind that because usually I'm a gloss girl. Like I don't usually wear lipstick, but when I do, this is gonna last all day. And when it wears down evenly. It doesn't look crazy. So like if you eat and you wear this, it's not gonna like have that ring around your lips. It is not drying. Very important to me. I have very dry lips. It's amazing and it smells really good. It smells like vanilla cupcakes. So it's amazing and I highly recommend it. It is $24. It's not on the EWG website, so I don't know the score. I'm not in love with all the ingredients, but I'm not sure if maybe the newer lipsticks are updated in their ingredients list. I know their cream lip glosses are like way better ingredients. They're really good, but yeah, I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, I think that's our finished look. Hopefully the video quality turned out okay. Yeah, I think it's really simple. I feel put together. I feel pretty. I feel good. This is my everyday look. I probably could incorporate more natural products in there. I forgot to buy a couple, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any other products you enjoy and that you're loving. I like to support brands that have my values, but sometimes you can't find them and maybe the products aren't great. So, we just make do. I'm just a mom. I'm just doing my best. I'm out here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.